Welcome to the Denver Gay and Lesbian Flag Football League. This is the active dynamic warm-up. Please perform this warm-up before every practice and every game. Perform the movements in a controlled, deliberate manner. The goal is to slowly warm up the working muscles of the lower leg, hip, and core, and the surrounding joint structures. Let's begin. The first series is the quadruped series. The first exercise will be the fire hydrant. Abs are braced. You're down on all fours with the hands directly underneath the shoulders and the knees at 90 degrees to the hips. The movement begins at the hip, as if your femur is swinging out like a dog on a fire hydrant. You'll perform 8 on each leg before moving to the next exercise, which is the hip circles. You'll perform 6 hip circles to the front and then 6 hip circles to the back. The next exercise is the quadruped scorpion. Your leg stays bent at 90 degrees, the feet remain dorsiflexed, and you contract your glute, pushing your heel up to the sky. Keep your abs tight and prevent your lower back from swaying. The next exercise is the quadruped abductor. You'll start by extending your leg straight out behind you, keeping your foot dorsiflexed and the leg completely straight by tightening the muscle in your quadricep. Let the leg swing out to the side as you turn the foot out slightly and bring it back in. You'll perform 8 on each leg. The next set of exercises is the straight leg series. You'll roll over onto your back. You're going to bend one leg and extend the other leg with the foot dorsiflexed. Let that leg swing up to the sky, stretching the hamstring. Do not let the hip rise off the ground. Keep your abs tight. You'll perform 8 on each leg. Next, you're going to roll onto your side, keeping your body in a straight line from the top of your head to the heel of your foot. Your foot remains dorsiflexed. You're going to abduct the leg into the sky and back down. Next, you'll put the top leg into a figure 4 and adduct the lower leg, slightly lifting that leg off the ground, maintaining the tight abs in the neutral hip position and the straight line from the top of the head to your foot. Next is the prone abductor. Roll onto your stomach. Keep your abs tight to maintain a neutral hip position. Extend one arm out to your side. Place the other hand palm down underneath your forehead to rest your head. You'll lift the leg 1 inch off the ground, contracting your quadricep muscles and your glutes, and you'll swing the leg out to the side in an abduction, keeping the toe dorsiflexed and pointed down to the ground. Perform 8 on each leg. The next series of exercise is called the walking series. The first exercise is the walking knee hugger. You'll perform this exercise for about 10 yards or for about 8 on each leg. Start with the shoulders up and back, the abs tight, chest lifted, and tall in the hips. Draw your leg to your chest and hug the knee. The next exercise is the quadruped stretch. You'll perform this exercise for 10 yards or a series of 8 on each side. You'll start by grabbing your right foot with your left hand behind you and extending the right arm into the air to stretch your abdominals as well as your hip flexors. Continue moving for about 10 yards or a total of 8 on each side. The next exercise is a walking leg cradle. Keeping the leg bent at 90 degrees, flex the hip, block the knee with your right hand, grab on top of the ankle with your left hand and give a gentle pull. You should feel a stretch in your gluteus as well as your hamstring. Perform 8 on each side or 10 yards. The next exercise is the walking straight leg march. Keeping your abs nice and tight, chest lifted, tall through the hips, you are going to march one leg out in front of you with the legs straight and then back down. The other leg, back down. Reach with the opposite hand without letting your hand or your foot cross the midline of your body. The next exercise is called the inchworm. You'll start standing tall. You'll bend at the hips and place your hands on the ground in front of you. Keeping your elbows straight, walk your hands out until you are into the top portion of a push-up position. Lower your hips to the ground, keeping your abs tight. Walk the legs in, keeping the heels as close to the ground as possible. Continue this motion for 8 sets. The next exercise is called the elbow to instep with a rock back. You're going to lunge forward with your left leg and take your left elbow down to your left instep. Place the hands on either side of your foot and rock it back. Hips go into the air, both legs straight. The next exercise is called the walking scale. You're going to use your hips as a pivot and rotate. Think of keeping a straight line from the top of your head to the back of your dorsiflex foot. Finish the motion and continue onto the other leg. The next set of exercises are the sliders. The first one is called a lateral slide with an arm swing. Get into a good athletic position. Toes, knees, hips, and shoulders facing forward. Bending the knees, sitting back as if you were in a chair, shoulders over your toes. You're going to slide without changing the position of your head. The next exercise is an A-skip. This is the running motion using arms that swing directly in front of your body, nice and relaxed. The next movement is a skip with your arms as if you were running. As you skip, let your arms swing gently from that shoulder joint to the back. Perform each of these exercises for 10 yards going one direction and 10 yards going the other direction. The next exercise is a trunk rotation. Stand tall with your feet flat on the ground and the knees slightly bent. You're going to rotate from left to right, letting your head follow, loosening up the lower back. Perform 8 in each direction. Your last exercise, you're going to stand tall, extend your arms to the side, and perform a slight trunk rotation, letting your head follow the swing. Thank you for participating in the Denver Gay and Lesbian Flag Football League. I hope these exercises help to ensure that you have an injury-free season. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.